Before we get started with today's video, I know today is kind of a somber day here in the United States. 9/11/2001, one of the most tragic days in the history of the United States of America. A lot of people were killed, a lot of people injured. Lives were affected by this tragedy. It was just crazy. So right now, I want to have a moment of silence for everyone affected by this tragic event. Thank you, and I send my condolences to the people affected by this tragic event. Thank you guys very much. What's good, YouTube? This is Austin Sweet here, and you're watching the Sweet Life of Dakota and Austin. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and happy Wednesday to everyone out there. How's everyone doing? First and foremost, I want to welcome everyone to the 50th episode of Wrestling Talk. Wow, man. I never thought I would do that. 50 episodes of Wrestling Talk. I didn't know if we were going to make it this far. And that comes with good news and some bad news. The good news is, this is the 50th episode. The bad news is, it's the season finale of Wrestling Talk. Now, okay, gonna get the booze in. Come on. Alright. That's the bad news. It is the season finale of Wrestling Talk. But, don't fret. I will be back with brand new episodes, brand new topics of Wrestling Talk coming up this October, so stay tuned. Anyways, this is the 50th episode of Wrestling Talk. Want to do something real special for this one. And today I'm going to be talking about a controversial topic that's been going around ever since, bottom line is wrestlers dying young. Okay, we're going to be discussing that today. Discussing wrestlers that are dying young. Wrestlers dying young, man, it's tragic for one, because if they pass away, at a really young age, we won't be able to see, the career that the superstar has, or the potential that wrestler has. Wrestlers dying young is not right. And it's attributed to a lot of things. Drugs, suicide, painkillers, steroids, even though that's linked to drugs, alcohol. That is just one reason why wrestlers are dying young. I can probably list off so many reasons why wrestlers are dying young. Like I said, suicide, drugs, alcohol. Wrestlers that die young are normally in their 20s and 30s when they pass. I just don't get why wrestlers are dying young. I just don't understand it. I seriously don't understand why wrestlers are dying young. If a wrestler comes into the sport of professional wrestling and they have the potential to be the next superstar and they pass away suddenly, that is just where the line is drawn. When is enough enough? Mr. McMahon has been running WWE for years. He got into a darn case, a trial, because he was allegedly giving people steroids and all that. It's just crazy. Wrestlers that die young isn't right. I'm gonna list off some wrestlers. You guys should know these wrestlers that died young. I'm gonna explain the backstory on what happened too. Eddie Guerrero, probably one of the best wrestlers to come through the WWE, one of the best. Pretty much, he was found dead in 2005 at the very young age of 38. Chavo tried to resuscitate him. He failed. Death was attributed to a heart attack, or more specifically, arteriosclerotic cardiovascular disease, which pretty much means the heart, or the arteries in the heart, kind of stiffen up. Here's another wrestler that died young. You guys should know this one. Brian Pillman. Brian Pillman was found dead in like the 1990s, 1996, 1997. He passed away at the young age of 35 from the same thing Eddie died of, arteriosclerotic cardiovascular disease. That's what Stone Cold was elaborating on in his podcast. Here's another wrestler that died young, and I shouldn't say his name, even though this is wrestling talk. I understand it, but I'm just gonna say it. Chris Benoit. Okay, another great athlete. Same thing with Brian Pillman, a great athlete. You guys should know what happened to Chris Benoit. Double murder suicide took place the night he was supposed to wrestle at Night of Champions, the Vengeance Night of Champions pay-per-view. No-showed it, did all those horrible things. It was tragic. Here's another wrestler. You guys probably don't know about this one. Louie Spicoli. He wrestled like on the independent scene, made like a few WWE appearances. Only 27 years old when he died of a drug overdose mixed with alcohol. Crazy. I'll do one more. Andre the Giant. The backstory on that was Andre the Giant was called back to his native home in Paris. His father passed away, and he stayed the night in a hotel. And the next day, or on the night of when he passed, he went to sleep and never woke up. His chauffeur found him in the morning. Death was attributed to congestive heart failure from a buildup of fluid in the body. Andre the Giant weighed 530 pounds when he died. He was 46. See? That's what I'm talking about. Wrestlers dying young. They had an illustrious career. They will all be missed by many. But at the same time, though, I don't get it. I don't get why wrestlers are doing drugs. I don't know why they're doing that. And we'll elaborate on that on a future episode of Wrestling Talk. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why wrestlers are dying young. I just don't understand it at all. So that's basically my thoughts on wrestlers dying young. It's now your guys' turn. What do you think is the main problem? Go ahead and sound off in the comments. And also, considering this is the season finale of Wrestling Talk, I want to do a B show to Wrestling Talk. You know how Raw has SmackDown. I want Wrestling Talk to have a B show. So if you guys can leave me some good suggestions in the comments below, I would greatly appreciate it. Once again, guys, thank you very much for watching this. The 50th episode of Wrestling Talk is a huge achievement. I remember starting 49 weeks ago, discussing like the 3 wrestlers passing away in that day, and it just took off. The series took off. And now what you see today is a very popular series here on YouTube. A very, very popular series. I want to thank everyone for 50 strong episodes of Wrestling Talk. I want to thank you guys very much for it. If you guys enjoyed this video, I want you to do 6 things. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave your always chimes in right there. Dang it. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave your feedback in the comments. And above all else, subscribe, Shout out the bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. If you want to go pre-order Hell Yeah's new album titled Welcome Home, there'll be a link in the description below. Remember, if you go and pre-order that album, you get a channel shout out. So remember that. Matt Hamilton's channel link will be in the description below as well. Click on that link and go subscribe to him. I want to thank everyone out there for 50 strong episodes of Wrestling Talk. Thank you guys very much. Before I leave you guys, I want to go ahead and announce the return date. I'm going to go ahead and do that for you guys. I'm going to announce the return date of Wrestling Talk. Alright. So I hope you guys are pumped because this is pretty huge. October 2nd. That's right, you heard me. October 2nd. I will be back with brand new episodes of Wrestling Talk. And that's also the premiere of All Elite Wrestling. We're going to have a very special season premiere of Wrestling Talk on Wednesday, October the 2nd. Till then, guys, thank you guys very much for 50 strong episodes. Thank you guys very much for liking my videos. Thank you guys very much for commenting. I appreciate you guys subscribing. And I also, guys, appreciate you guys taking the time out of your busy day to watch this show. Thank you for 50 strong episodes of Wrestling Talk. I will see you guys in the next one.